settle. Every step you take, they remind you again. So no matter how far you are, you still have that stigma on you of where you come from when you walk inside the door. Even if you have a tuxedo on, it's like, oh yeah, that's the guy who used to be this and did that. Most kings get their head cut off. Settle every step, right? They war, battle, no matter how far you are. At the end of the day, that stick sheet, everything you made it to the top of the throne. You have to see. At the end of the day, you just get your head cut. Do things that are true to you. You know, you know, most things that I'm involved with are extension of being creative. You know, Rockaway's clothing company. You know, it's part of who you are. Hip hop is your attitude and what you're trying to express how you dress. You know, I love sports growing up. I grew up in a household where the sports is on 24/7. So these are all things that are, you know, are comfortable for me. You know, these are things that I like. So I would just say get involved in things that you love, and also have, you know, have a standard for yourself and have some sort of integrity and try to, you know, find some sort of truth in what you're doing.
You want to know why running on the treadmill 7 days a week doesn't work for you when you're trying to lose weight? Because it never has. And I know that's...
What'd you learn on the street? Because you talk about being 13 and selling crack. Did that teach you something of how to be a successful businessman, or how we all are?
Yeah, all the things that you apply in business. You know, they say that he has great instincts. You know, but well, on the streets, having great instincts can be the difference between life and death, not just losing a deal.
Or incarceration.
You know, or incarceration. You know, which is less than death, right? And which is, and being a person of high integrity. You know, people want to deal with you. You know, in business, in
trust.
Streets, you know, trust and honorable, and you know, a man of your word. You know, all these things come to play in the business world. I'm not condoning any street activity, but it's just the way it is.
There's a redemptive power that making a choice has, you know, rather than feeling like you're at effect to all the things that are happening. Make a choice. Like, you just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. Just decide. And then from that point, the universe is going to get out your way. It's like, it's water. It wants to move and go around stuff, you know. I realized that to have the level of success that I want to have, it's difficult to spread it out and do multiple things. It takes such a desperate, obsessive focus. You really got to focus with all of your fiber and all of your heart and all of your creativity.
You are associated with a number of brands: HP, Coca-Cola, Budweiser. How do you decide who you want your name, your brand, your voice tied to, and what companies you don't?
I try to. Sometimes it's just more about relationships. I pretty much try to work with brands if there's some sort of partnership there. You know, I don't typically do a one-off endorsement deals. I've just never been interested in that. It's just more.
Hello, everybody. If you don't mind unmuting your phones so we can get into little speech, little talking. More, if you don't mind unmuting. Yes, sir. All righty. So Xavier, you there? Just want to make sure.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. And Shamar, that's how you say your name, right, Shamar?
Yeah, hello, everybody. It's Shamar. You know, I'm new here. My friend over there introduced me, so I'm here to get all the information and what's going on.
Yes, sir. You know, I'm going to give you more information afterwards, but I just wanted to come on the live and just kind of speak on how we met, you know, and where we going from here. So, you know, knowledge is power. And I played that little message by Jay-Z because a lot of times, you know, we have obstacles in our way, and it's good to listen to those motivational speeches, especially from people who've been through it, and learn how to get through those things, you know, and make big changes in their lives and become successful. And Jay-Z has done that, you know. So definitely like the message he was just sending. So I just shared that a little bit. But yeah. So Shamar, Xavier, that's on the live, that's my son. You know, as a father, I wanted to be able to pave the way for my kid, you know, and the future is where it's at. You know, we could all live for now, but you know, when we're dead and
Yeah,
gone, we gotta
that's
raise it.
that's that's true though. You always gotta look for the future. You can't look for now. Always
Yeah.
gotta look for the future. You know, I'm here. I'm young. I'm 21. You know, I've been doing it for a while. I've been on my own since I was 16. So I really like I get a feel of the world already. Not saying that I know a lot that's going on, but I know most of it. You know, like I've been through like ups and downs, and I've been through life. So basically, I'm focused right now to where I got a job. I got a little side job. I'm doing good. My credit is up. I could do any little thing that I want. I'm able to take care of my mom back home in Jamaica. So that's the best thing for me right now, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's also about like living in the now. You always have to live in the now. Like what's happening right now, you always have to pay attention.
That's right.
yeah. My son is actually the same age as you, man. He's 21 as well. He turned 21 September.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So yeah, the future is about you guys. You know, that's why me meeting you and seeing your hustle, you know, I wanted to share what I do with you, my hustle. And my hustle is, you know, work hard and invest, you know, my money, you know, from my
Makes
regular
sense.
job and from my side job. You
Makes
know,
sense. Yeah.
yeah, the more you put away, the more you get back.
It won't make no sense, You're gonna be out there 40 and doing the same thing when you 30, 21, you know? You gotta make sure life is
Yeah,
actually like better. You ain't gotta really move like, you have stuff like you could depend on.
yeah,
That's where it's at.
definitely. You're young, so let me ask you this, which you just touched on it. So you're not one to feel like you should just go party your money away rather than invest
Nah,
it.
nah. I already invest my money. And that's what I've been doing. Like I've been doing it back home, you know,
Hmm.
from since like probably a year ago. I start investing back home.
Yeah,
I haven't really invested in nothing here yet, but I'm still looking towards that because I'm here, I'm living here, so why not invest in something here too?
yeah. Well, now you could take advantage of investing here. You know, so when it comes to the stock market, you know, you you have Robinhood already on your phone because you know we spoke and you say you have it already, correct? Or you don't? Because I think I sent it to you. Maybe you don't have it yet.
What's that?
Robinhood, the app where you can buy your
I probably
stocks.
ain't downloaded. I probably ain't downloaded yet. Not yet.
Okay, so you don't have it. So yeah, if you
No.
can you know, download Robinhood on your phone. You don't have to do it just this minute, but probably
Yeah.
after we get off, you know, I can because I'm only gonna be on here till about 9:05. After we get off, you know, I can walk you through it and you could download it and you know you can set it up with your bank account and go from there and you could
Yeah.
purchase your own stock, you know, on
Yeah.
your own. You don't have to count on anyone because the app is right for you, you know, to purchase your stocks. And you saw how excited I was today about my stocks, right? That's how we got into speaking on it, and we having you to come on tonight because you saw how excited I was. My stocks are like flying up, correct?
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Yeah, I was really, really excited. I believe I even showed you my stocks flying up, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And I believe within couple minutes. Not going to say the amount, but you saw stocks rise, and I'm sure that'll pique anyone's interest, to be able to say, hey, let me invest my money, but just like when you go to a supermarket to go buy food or anything you're going in the supermarket to buy, you're going to buy stock, you're going to stock up your house, and most of the times you're buying the things that you actually need the most. And those things you buy often, so I'm a firm believer in when you're buying stocks, you want to buy the things that people are using. You want to invest your money in things that make sense, the stocks that people use, so when it comes to companies that makes the products that we use, you might want to invest in that company. For instance, I mentioned Apple phone, iPhones. Majority of us have a phone, have an iPhone. So I'm sure Apple is a great investment. Because everybody got one. It's popular. So if you had got in early when the phones came out, you'd have been sitting pretty right now. Well, that opportunity is here again, through a technology called blockchain technology, and cryptocurrency is new. The dollar been around for 100 plus years. It's time for something new, and blockchain technology is where it's at. So that's what I've been pushing to guys like yourself. When I meet guys like yourself, letting you know, hey, the new technologies are up on us. It's time to invest. So I like sharing. The sharing is caring. So with that being said, man, any questions you have for me?
I mean, not really. No, not really.
No, I have a question. Do you have any
The phone is
hello? Hello?
Yeah, you talking to me? Are you talking?
I think my dad cut out.
Oh, yeah, you probably cut out.
I was about to ask about stocks, like what stocks are rising.
my computer
But I don't
paused.
know.
Hold on a second. I think my computer paused. You hear me on the other phone? You hear?
Hello? Do you hear me?
Hey, guys, you can hear me?
Yeah. What stocks?
Hey, you
Like,
guys can hear me?
yeah. Can you invest in like Publix? Is that a stock?
Hold on. All right, now I'm good. My computer messed up. Well,
Could you?
let me turn this down. My computer messed up. Now it's repeating me. I think it's back. Shamar, you can hear me?
Yeah.
All right, let me turn this back down because I think the computer came back. Wait, hold on. It looks like it paused again. I think the got a lot going on here.
No, I hear the echo.
Yeah. All right, hold on.
You got 5G?
All right, you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, I think that's better. So I had to turn one down. All right, so Xavier, your question was?
Could you invest in Publix?
Well, Publix is privately owned, so they're not on the stock market. So they're not publicly traded. So I can't invest in Publix unless I work for Publix supermarket.
Oh.
Yep. So it's similar to our nonprofit, Savant's Academy Stars nonprofit. We are a public nonprofit.
What
Some
about
nonprofits are private. So that would be Publix. Publix is a privately owned.
what about ShopRite?
ShopRite. What do you know about ShopRite? ShopRite is up in the north.
Yeah. Are they privately owned?
No, I think they. Well, I haven't checked with Shoprite to be honest, so I couldn't answer that one for you. But what do you know about Shoprite? That was like when you were 1 years old.
I remember. No, I was just
You
playing.
remember? How you remember Shoprite?
No, I was
You
just
left
playing.
New York years ago.
My mom
But
took me there
anyway.
when we went up there.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I can't tell you about ShopRite. I would have to put that one. As a matter of fact, you can go on your phone right now and put ShopRite in Robinhood and see if it comes up. I never checked on that though. But
I'm
just to answer your question, I know Publix is a privately owned company, and so they don't trade publicly. You have to work there to invest in public stock.
True.
Yeah. And how do I know that? Because we do business with Publix, through our nonprofit, so you have to know things about the companies that you work with. So Shamar, just to get into this a little bit, if you're going to invest in stocks, which you are, just make sure you do your research and know what you're putting your money into.
Yeah.
It'll be like when you go into the grocery store and you're buying your grocery, you know exactly what you're buying, you know what it tastes like. You've been having it for years, using it for years, so you know exactly what that is. So stocks, when you're buying stocks, just make sure that you know what you're buying. And if you don't know what you're buying, get to know what you're buying. That way you know what your money's going to do.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And if you could do that, that's how I'm profitable with stocks, because I invest in things that make sense. What's new, what's old. Sometimes you got to get rid of what's old and work with the new. And I give an example. You're 21, my son is 21. At the end of the day, it's about you guys, because we spoke about the future. There's a reason why this technology is rolling out. It's because of you guys. Everything is on the phones. You guys are in a time where marketing sells. I mean, they market to you guys, and as young people, when you were younger, they market into you guys, because what you're going to do is come to your parents and say, hey, I want this and I want that. Can you get this for me? And can you get that for me? And what the parents do is they set rules and say, well, if you do this and you do that, then you get to have that. But at the end of the day, it's about what you guys, the future is about you guys. So that's basically what's happening right now, so just jump on to what's happening and invest and know what you're investing in. And that's it. I believe we have Lou. Lou, are you here? I'm not sure. Could have sworn I saw you come in. Because if you are, maybe you have a word of advice for.
I'm
Um,
here.
okay, you are. So you have any word of advice for Shamar? Shamar is new to our group. I met Shamar, working, and I introduced him to stocks, and he's very much interested in investing. He saw my portfolio flying up today, so he's very interested in investing.
Well, only thing I have to say is I'm new at this, but I found stock that I'm into my businesses. Say, for instance, Airbnb went public, so I bought stock in Airbnb. Also, I'm interested in biotechnology, so I buy the stocks that I'm interested in, and I stick with them. I'm not all over the place. I'm going to keep investing in those particular stocks. Sometimes, well, Savon turned me on to Robinhood, and Robinhood is awesome when you don't have a lot of money. It's a great tool to invest with. So Robinhood will offer me new stock, and I take
Louis, there?
because through my investing tool, which is Robinhood. So you just pick what you like. If it pertains to your business or something that you're interested in, that will give you more reason to invest. And the more money you invest in it, when it takes off, you can sell and you hit the mother load, you know. It's up to you. You can hold on to it, or you can wait until it goes up to 1,000%, sometimes higher, and you can sell and get out. So just don't be all over the place, because you can, the market will drop on you. But right now it's a good time to invest because we're coming out of a crisis. And just think about what's bringing us out of this crisis and get your money in. Get on the ground floor. Well, it's not the ground floor anymore, but get in while you can.
Yes, good advice. And get in while you can, because also remember, if you didn't come in at the ground floor, you get in while you can right now, because the vaccine is now shipped out and it's going, throughout our population, and we're going to see what it does and how people really deal with this, and if and how it helps us to get back to some normalcy. So you can still invest in hope, because they say, buy, hope, and sell on news, so right now we're still hoping that we can get back to some normalcy, so now is still buying time, even though a lot of people have sold, you've seen the stock drop quite a bit since the news came out, that the vaccine was approved, so it's evident that it was going to happen, because they say buy on rumor and sell on news. So you can see that the stock dropped, but just because the stock dropped doesn't mean that it's going to stay dropping. So it's going to go back up. So you just have to watch it and see how far it drops, and buy back in. Yeah. So Lou, you make a good point that is a good stock to invest in, biotech. Yep, and as well as the new technology, guys. So anybody else have any questions? Xavier, Shamar, any questions?
Oh no,
No.
a lot of question. No, I'm new, so just really taking everything in right now.
Okay. Lou, anything else? Hello, Lou. Okay, not hearing Lou. All right. Well, Shamar, after this live, what I'll do is I'll call you, and then you could download the app, which I sent it to you already, and
All
I'll
right.
kind of walk you through. Once you connect your account, I'll kind of walk you through what you need to do. As far
Sorry
as
about that. I, I couldn't unmute my mic.
oh, oh, yeah. All right. You have anything else you wanted to add?
No, just be mindful, and just before this biotechnology hits the ceiling, try to get in now while you can.
Oh yeah. Well, our page, guys, is for sharing, because sharing is caring. We want to reach as much people as we can. We are a financial literacy teaching program. It started as a basketball program. Founding players came from the 6 players that started Savon's Academy Stars. I wanted to teach them financial literacy if they happen to make it to the NBA or get into whatever professional career that they choose to get into. We have a couple players on the verge of possibly making the league. They are in Division 1, 2, and 3 basketball, and I'm proud of that, because those kids, I started working with them at age 7 and 8 years old, and now they're 19 to 22 years old, so I'm proud, that I was able to create founding players, from those 6 guys that I started a basketball program with. So, and we do have an Airbnb in Jamaica, in Ocho Rios inside Columbus Heights, and it's on Airbnb. And when somebody rent that place, proceeds can help those, the newer kids, that the founding players open the doors for. So we're here to share, man, because sharing is caring. We want to be able to be transparent as well. We want you guys to be able to eventually see our investment grow. Right now, you can see our Airbnb. We're booked up practically every month. We're booked up. The pandemic did slow us down a bit, but after Jamaica reopened their border, hey, things started booming again for us. So we're happy for that. Yep. So as we continue to invest, you'll see the growth here as well, and I'm sure you'll hear some testimonials along the way. You've heard some already based off of me introducing some of our panel members to stocks, and those stocks are doing well for them. But I'm sure when we reach new highs, you guys will know about it as well. So you'll get to watch us grow our channel as well as grow our portfolio. So Shamar, I expect your stocks to go up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, sir. Once you
And I
started.
just looked at mine. Mine are going up.
What was that, Xavier?
I just looked at mine. Mine are going up.
You say you just looked at yours?
Yeah.
Well, Xavier, you're the perfect guy that'll wake up one day and be a millionaire. Because, boy, let me tell you, you don't check nothing. I'm sorry. You just be putting in and leaving. So that's actually not a bad thing. You wake up one day and see that all your stocks are like way up, and you're like, oh my God.
It sends me notifications.
Huh?
It sends me notifications every day.
Yeah, you get the notifications, but the thing is, you probably don't really pay attention to them that much. Even though you get them, everybody get the notifications, but some people don't pay attention. You're one of them that just let your stuff sit there. So I know I told you about a few stocks, and you have some of the stocks that I told you about because I tell you, hey, get this and get that, and it's sitting
But
there.
now, if a big boom happens, I know you're gonna hit me up. You're gonna be like, "Yo, look what happened."
Exactly. So, one day you'll wake up and know that your dad did tell you about some stocks that's in your portfolio. So sharing is caring, guys. So you see, I share with my son because what I do, my son is going to benefit from anyway. But at the end of the day, I still want him to have something that he did for himself. So being that I'm great at stocks, I still want him to be great at it. So in other words, if I was a billionaire, then guess what my son's going to be? He's going to be a billionaire as well. So instead of him just counting on my money, he gets to count on his money as well. So, hey, if I was which I am, if I'm a great 3-point shooter, I want my son to be a great 3-point shooter too. I don't want him to count on just me hitting them threes. I want to see him hit some threes too, just in basketball terms. You always want your kids to be better than you, as a matter of fact. You want to push them to feel like, yo, you can't beat me. But when they do beat you one day, you got to give it up because that's what you push them to do. So it's the same thing here that applies. I want him to be great at investing his money. So I'm leading by example. And there's one specific stock, Xavier, that I had you buy from day one. And that's the Amazon of Africa. And you've been holding that. And that thing is up. You might have bought that thing at like $5, I believe. And I think that thing, if it's not $5, you might have bought it at like maybe $8 or $9 or something like that. That thing is like $40 now. And that was like one of the first stocks I made you buy. But yep, Shamar, jump on board. Hopefully you can convince Garfield.
All right. Let's see.
Yes, sir. Well, it's 9:04 now, so we're gonna end this, and I'll give you a ring, and then we'll go through some stocks, man.
All right.
All right, Xavier, have yourself a good night. Talk soon.
All right, you too.
All right. Good
Peace.
night, everyone.